Hi, I'm Jeffrey, and this is Life with a Pipe. Thanks for joining me again today. I wanted to take a few minutes and just say thank you to several people who have gifted me wonderful things. And I wanted to start with Matthew, who shared with me his talents in creating logoed products. This is a insulated glass. I'm using it as a wine glass, and the logo on it is perfect. Thank you, Matt. This is awesome. He provided me 2 of these. And this evening I am drinking a red blend from Chile. Can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it was available at my local Aldi. In the past, I had said that you should avoid buying wine under $10 at Aldi, and I want to amend that statement. You should avoid buying US wine, particularly Californian wine, under $10 at Aldi. The international wine available at Aldi is wonderful at every price point. I've been very impressed with the Chilean wine, the Australian wine, and particularly the Italian wine is quite good. And most of them don't go over $10, but there's a lot of selection under the $10 mark, and I've enjoyed them all. So I had to correct my previous statement that I had made about Aldi wine previously. Also, when I did my Midnight Orchard review, I had mentioned that I had several extra tins that I wouldn't mind trading, and a friend of the community reached out and said that he would be willing to trade me for something, and he offered me a tin of GLP's Westminster. And this is a GLP's English blend that I have personally never tried. I was not expecting that this tin was from 2010. Thank you so much, Trav. This is wonderful. I'm super excited to try this. And on top of that, he threw in a sample of Jermaine's Balkan Sobrani, which again, I have also not had yet. I do believe I have a sample of this from Burley Piper that I have not broken open yet. So again, another super generous gift. This stuff is not easy to come by, and it's one of Trav's favorites, apparently. But he loves sharing it with others who have not had the opportunity. So again, a huge thank you to Trav for sharing this with me. I am super excited. And this is very well sealed. This is a Mylar bag that was heat sealed. But the cool thing is it has the tear open here at the top. So this will be very easy to open, but will remain sealed and airtight until I'm ready for it. So there will be an episode coming up with this as the star. And he provided a cool little sample tin. Perfect for taking a little tobacco with you on the go. That's going to be great in my pipe club bag. Thank you again, Trav. Really appreciate that. Lastly, Easy Piping, Chris, dropped something in my mailbox, unexpected, received this last night, and I want to open this here and we'll all be surprised together. So Chris and I have traded in the past, and Chris is super generous and loves sharing his knowledge and insights with us. If you're not subscribed to Easy Piping yet, please go and check Chris out. His channel will be linked in the show notes below. All right, what do we have here? Solani Silver Flake. Wow. I have never tried a Solani. And I love these bags. These are great. These Mylar bags with the viewing pane are really, really nice. Pretty sure these are available on Amazon. I have not picked any up yet. The sample bags that I had purchased, I bought 1,000 of them. So I'm working through those slowly, but I really like some of these variations that are coming out here. There is a note here, so pardon me 1 minute while I review this to see if this is something I can share or not. Chris, I won't share this. Thank you so much for that note, though. Chris is just as bad at receiving gifts as I am. I am trying to get better at that myself. So thank you, Chris. And your friendship means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Solani Silver Flake 660. Let's go ahead and load a bowl of this and see what we have here. I am not familiar. Okay, I've chosen my meerschaum pipe here for this first impressions of Solani Silver Flake 660. I have not yet looked up any information on this. Between my cut from loading the pipe to lighting the pipe, I'm going to look up some details and I'll share that with you after I get her lit. So this is a Ziploc. Perfect. And these are some beautiful flakes. That is gorgeous. So these are big long flakes that have been folded over here. That smells delicious. Oh man, that is dried apricots. Wow, through and through. I love that smell of Virginias. That smell profile is wonderful. I'm super excited for this. Okay, so we are going to, I'm going to rub this out. I'm not going to do a fold and stuff. I'm going to do some tear here first. Just kind of break this apart. And then we will rub it out a little more. This meerschaum is quite a deep bowl. It probably would do fine with a fold and stuff. I don't think I've ever really tried it. But I also want to get a good first impression here. So let's rub this out a little bit and break it up. There we go. All right. That is loading up quite nicely. This is going to be a delicious smoke. And as I've mentioned before, I love red wine with Virginias. So this was a very happy accident. I had no idea what I was getting in here, and it turned out beautifully. All right, there we go. Let's light her up. All right, let's give her a light. That is very nice. Wow. Super smooth on the retrohale. So Solani Silver Flake 660 is a red Virginia dark fire blend. All the descriptions say they are ripe, tangy red Virginias, which I agree with. That smell, that dried apricot smell, I love that. And the dark fire here is just giving it a beautiful earthiness. That is a very nice smoke. Thank you so much, Chris. Again, really, what a surprise. Wow. Thank you. And, this stuff is not readily available, pretty hard to come by. Last I saw on Country Squire, at least the last time they had it listed, it was about $45 to $60 for a 100-gram tin of this. I don't know how often this comes around, if rarely, if ever, is what it looks like. A lot of the last descriptions I was seeing was 2023. Chris, thank you so much. Super awesome that you were able to get your hands on some of this. So what else is going on in the community? Wednesday the 29th, the Toscano Maestro Puccini is dropping for its second time. I missed the first one. I love all the Toscano blends, and I've heard wonderful things about Maestro Puccini. There are some people who actually only like the Maestro Puccini from the Toscano line, and it's very highly regarded. So I'm super excited to be picking up some of that tomorrow, tonight being Tuesday night that I'm recording this. And we have a new Sun Bear release coming out soon. No date as of yet. They're keeping us on the edge of our seat. I've got some Black Locust here behind me. I have not had the opportunity to buy any Sun Bear. All the Sun Bear I've had has been generously given to me or traded with me, and been super grateful for those. Those are wonderful Virginia blends, and it's really cool to see what they're doing with the honey variations and the different treatments that they're adding to them. In the comments, tell me, are you guys excited about the Toscano Maestro Puccini drop? Do you guys like the Maestro line from Toscano? You excited about the Sun Bear drop? Which would you prefer? Or are you going for both? I'm going for both. I don't know about you guys, but I'm super excited. It's been a great year of small batch blends from C&D. I was kind of getting a little tired of the Oriental slant that they've had for the first half of the year. The Midnight Orchard was a nice change. In my opinion, they could have made that a holiday blend. Would have been great as a red Virginia holiday blend with that kind of orange baking spice profile that is with that blend. It's not a sweet orange, it's a bitter orange, which was, again, very intriguing. Again, pretty mixed opinions about that. Really hard to call it an aromatic, but again, if they add flavoring to it in any way, even if it just complements the natural tobacco profile, which in my opinion is what makes a good aromatic blend. That's why codger blends are wonderful even to this day. They all have a casing / topping to some degree, but the types of casings and toppings that they used way back when were not to cover up the flavor of tobacco. It was to accentuate the natural flavors of tobacco. And I think that was their goal with Midnight Orchard, and Jeremy Reeves accomplished it. I think they did a great job with that. But again, it was cool that they released it as the first aromatic in the small batch line. They totally could have done that as a Christmas blend. I really hope that it means that they'll be doing another release of the Fires on the Levee blend this holiday. fingers crossed, that blend blew me away. I hope they do another drop this year. But I wouldn't be surprised if they came around with like another corncob pipe and a button nose or something like that. What is it? The We Three Kings blend. But if it's Fires on the Levee, I'm going to be sure to stock up on it this year. I only bought a couple last year. Well, I'm not going to keep you guys long today. I just wanted to say thank you to those friends of mine and share this initial tasting with you. This is a beautiful blend. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for the surprise. I had no idea this was coming. Remember, life with a pipe is better than without. Bye for now.